877.
You're listening to Catholic Chicago. Ahead, the Archdiocese of Chicago brings you programs about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Breedeman, and we extend a warm hello to all who are listening on WNDZ 750 AM here in Chicago, and all who are watching our live stream on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. It's Thanksgiving week, and we are delighted to share with you that Catholic Charities is allowed to resume our sit-down Thanksgiving luncheon this year. And we are welcoming all of our guests, many of whom are homeless or nearly homeless. It's a very festive occasion, and we have with us today Andrew McKernan, Catholic Charities Volunteer Relations Manager, who is going to give us all of the details. Also, as you know, we at Catholic Charities are fighting hunger 12 months a year, but it's especially difficult over the winter months. Sharon Holmes, who is Pantry Operations Supervisor for Catholic Charities' 8 food pantries, is also here today to give us an update on how the food pantries are doing and how all of us can support those who are experiencing food insecurity in the months ahead. Welcome, Andrew and Sharon.
Hey, Katie. Thanks for having us.
Hey, Katie.
So delighted to have you both with us today. Andrew, can you start us off and tell us about Thanksgiving at Catholic Charities in 2021?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were just overall thrilled we were going to be able to resume this year. While we hosted a meal last year, it was just to go. But we're really excited to just have those people, welcome them back into the building and have a nice festive sit down. So similar to years past, we have a local caterer who actually donates the entire meal. He does a fantastic job. I hope my mom isn't listening, but food's sometimes better than home. So the clients are really, really treated well. We invite the clients in. It's primarily volunteer based. And then with the help of the caterer, we plan to serve about 300 meals.
And those who choose to come and sit down, it's wonderful. You're following all the COVID protocols. But for those who choose to come and just pick up a meal to go, that's still an option. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah. So that's actually something that's new, last year and this year. It's just giving them a choice. Some people are still very uneasy about, joining not a large crowd, but a larger crowd. We just prefer to give them that option.
And I know all year long, many of our guests have really missed the opportunity to sit down with their fellow friends and relatives. And so on Tuesdays, when we have used Vincent Hall for our regular Tuesday night supper. So where does that stand? Are we able to also resume that regular weekly sit down on that day?
Yeah, so we've actually brought that back already. It does look a little different, because of protocols, we can't fit the full capacity we once did. We're going to ease back into it and, hopefully in a couple months be back where we were.
And I know that when we did have that regular Tuesday night supper, we had representatives from many of Catholic Charities programs and service areas, legal assistance and family stabilization services, to name 2. And they came and they were available. So if the clients were coming for a meal, they might also have an opportunity to learn how Catholic Charities might assist them in other aspects of their lives. Has that been able to resume to some extent as well?
To some extent, it's something we're still looking to grow. We really look at the supper as more than just a meal. So I think it's really important we do get that back. But the big thing is that sense of community that comes along with the meal. We're really happy that is back. But Catholic Charities, not just the supper agency as a whole, we're always looking for more ways to kind of, assist our clients. So the Tuesday night supper is a great opportunity to do so. So we have every plans to bring all those resources back.
And how about plans for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? How are they looking for this year?
I mean, good. The biggest thing is the caterers on board. There's always ample people, volunteers willing to come by, which is great to see. He's already confirmed he's willing to do it. So we'll be looking, really, it's a similar meal to the Thanksgiving Day meal in timing and, meals served. So we'll be looking to have that Christmas Day as well.
And so I know oftentimes at the holidays, you do have such a generous outpouring of kindness from caterers and volunteers. But sometimes it's even more than you can use, right, in terms of the volunteer component. And so if anybody's listening or watching and, would like to commit to a Tuesday in January or February, can you remind everybody, Andrew, what that best way to contact you is to offer to be a volunteer in the quieter months of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. The best way to contact me is just probably just phone or email. I think phone's easier to say on air. So my direct line, it should be posted online if you just look for, volunteer opportunities. Catholic Charities has a whole different page just listing all our volunteer opportunities. And my staff's information is posted. So feel free to just look on there, reach out to us, and, we'd love to get you involved.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sharon, can I ask you a little about our food pantries? Can you share with our audience where those 8 food pantries are located?
Absolutely. First of all, thanks, Katie, for having me on the show. It's definitely an honor and a privilege to be here. Excuse my voice, I'm a little hoarse. Sunday just passed, and I had a hallelujah good time at church. So,
oh, wow. Sounds wonderful.
Kind of hoarse here. But we do have 8 food pantries within the Chicagoland area. I have 4 in the suburbs. They're Des Plaines, Illinois, which is our far north pantry. We also have our West Suburban in Cicero, Illinois, 1400 South Austin. We have St. Blaise, which is our southwest side location, 7438 West 61st Street. And then we also have far south in Park Forest, St. Irenaeus, 78th and Cherry. Then we have our 4 in the city here. We have Casa Catalina, which is in the back of the yards, 45th and Ashland, St. Sabina, 1120 West 79th Street, and St. Thomas of Canterbury, had to think about it. St. Thomas of Canterbury, 4827 North Kenmore, and our very own headquarters there at Emergency Assistance Program, St. Vincent, which is 721 Northwest Sale. So those are the 8 that we have within the Chicagoland area.
What a busy lady you are, Sharon. And I know just as Andrew is trying to help coordinate this wonderful Thanksgiving feast this Thursday at 721 North LaSalle, you've been very busy in the last couple of weeks helping families prepare for their own Thanksgiving feast through the food pantries. Can you explain a little bit about how that's worked?
So, yeah, absolutely. Right now, Katie, we are passing out turkeys at all of our locations. We've gotten generous donations from several of our donors. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of turkeys. And so just this Saturday, I was out at our St. Blaise location on the southwest side there, passing out turkeys from a generous donor, Burner Corporation. And they were very, very generous to give us turkeys. We did vouchers. We made sure our clients got vouchers. And so when they showed up, it was an easy breezy process. You get a turkey and the basket, and you go out your way and start cooking, and then invite me over because I'm going to be hungry for Thanksgiving because of the time that I'm spending making sure that everybody else is blessed. And so it has been a wonderful, wonderful adventure with doing this for Catholic Charities and our pantries. And I don't take all the credit for it. I have a wonderful team as well who's been helping me along the way. And so again, like I stated, we have hundreds of turkeys that's just been coming in, and they've been pouring out with blessings and love, and it's just been an honor to serve the community.
And on that joyful note, we're going to take a quick break here on The Voice of Charity, and when we resume, we're going to continue our conversation with Andrew McKernan and Sharon Holmes. Please stay tuned. have an old bicycle that's not being used? Consider donating it to Catholic Charities Veterans Bike Project of Lake County. Skilled volunteers are refurbishing bicycles to make them safe and ready to be used by veterans to get to and from their new places of work. We also gratefully accept financial contributions that are used to purchase bike helmets and other safety accessories. Our veterans have faithfully served the United States, and now it is our privilege to serve them. For more information on the Veterans Bike Project of Lake County, call 847-782-4219. That's 847-782-4219.
Catholic education offers something other schools don't. When you walk through that door, you are amongst friends.
I can confidently say that I look up to everybody at HT, staff, students. There's just something that you can admire in every person here.
We treat everyone here with the same kind of respect that we would hope that exists in our families. Our curriculum is very rigorous, and we hope to match the academic rigor with our level of academic support.
They help us prepare for college. They talk to us about our future and what we want to do. I think it instills a sense of community, which makes me more confident in my work.
Through the teachers, through our counselors, through all of our administrators, we are educating not just the mind, but also the heart. I think that distinguishes us from other types of schools.
Catholic high schools provide high-quality, faith-based education. The journey begins by taking your entrance exam. Register online at the Catholic high school you wish to attend.
Ancestry and genealogy are more important every day. People all over the world are wanting to learn more about their family heritage for personal and for health reasons. At Catholic Charities, we are hearing from adults who lived for a brief time at St. Vincent's Orphanage, the wonderful life-affirming agency that operated out of our headquarters for 91 years, serving thousands of women, children, and families until it closed in 1972. Our post-adoption services help adults who want to learn more about their experience at St. Vincent's. Our compassionate staff members provide whatever family background information they can offer, along with support and reunion services. To learn more, call 312-655-7093. That's 312-655-7093. The spirit of St. Vincent's lives on in the inspiring stories that continue to emerge today.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Breedeman, and I have a great pleasure today to be with Andrew McKernan, who is Volunteer Relations Manager for Catholic Charity, and Sharon Holmes, who is Operations Supervisor for our 8 food pantries. And Sharon, before the break, we were talking about how you have gone above and beyond with your team to make sure that so many families have a Thanksgiving dinner in their own home this year. Can you share with our audience a little bit about the numbers of individuals and families who come to Catholic Charities food pantries and how that number has increased significantly over the last couple years, oftentimes with people who never needed assistance before have needed these food pantries. Can you share a little bit about the numbers of our food pantries with this audience?
Absolutely. So right now we're standing at roughly just under about 7,000 households within our 8 food pantries, and over 1,200 individuals served. And those are people that are living inside of those households. And so we try to make sure that we service based off of household size. So if you say you have a family of 5, then we're making sure that you are accommodated in terms of the food that we have to make sure that you get what you need to have for your family. COVID-19 has actually, increased our numbers quite a bit. We stayed open. I'm thankful for that, and the team that put together a plan for all of us to stay open during that particular time of the year, or this time of the year, actually. And so our numbers have increased, and especially because of COVID-19, and they are staying consistent. They haven't changed at all. We still get the number of folks that are was coming during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we're still seeing that number as of right now. we want to say the need is not as great anymore because we feel like we're moving back into normality of things, but the need is still there. And our team is working very, very hard with keeping food stocked and things of that nature in our pantries to make sure that our clients are being served.
And so often you and your team will help a family acquire enough food for 3 or 4 days based on the household size. Am I right?
Absolutely.
And so do people need to sign up ahead of time, or can they walk up or drive up with their car and get assistance that way?
So guess what, Katie? Everyone is welcome. We're excited to say that because of COVID-19, actually, we have opened our doors to any and everyone who needs to come in and receive services. And so we want to make sure that that is being done across the board at all of our centers. Most of our centers are basically walk up to our facilities and we will go ahead and do an intake and make sure you get food. And then we have a couple of facilities that are designed so perfectly where they're able to just drive up and we can put that food in their car and they can drive off and go to their home without having to get out. But right now we are opening our doors for any and everyone who wants to come in because we are offering what we call choice now, where they're able to come into our facilities and pick out the food that they need for their families based off of household size.
And so what are the common, most asked for basic needs in foods? And how do you make sure that you have those supplies on hand?
Whoa, well, that's a good question. Right now, we are big demand for fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables. There's a high demand for meat. And so we try to keep those stocked as much as we possibly can. The Food Depository is a great resource for us and a partner with us as well. We also partner with Fresh Start, where we're able to order fresh fruits and vegetables and they deliver it to us once a week. And, it's funny that you said that because as I was thinking the other day, one of my staff members called me and say, hey, do you have any canola oil or vegetable oil? I'm like, oil? They're like, oh, yeah, clients are really asking for oil. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we are out purchasing oil to make sure our clients are receiving exactly some of the things that they asked for. So that has been a high demand. I was shocked to even know that they were even wanting vegetable or canola oil. So we're out purchasing that as well to make sure our clients receive some of the best things that we can offer.
That's wonderful that they're exploring culinary expertise, right? And wanting to do the very best. That's the essence of this, right? Everybody wants to do the very best for their family.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then how do you inform each community about the operational hours of the food pantry and how they go about, availing themselves to come and choose the foods that their family needs? How's the communication in each community created?
Oh my God, it's awesome. We have the Food Depository, of course. You can go on the website, and that's the Chicago Food Bank. And our information is advertised there as well. We also have Catholic Charities, who does a great job with making sure that our information is out as far as our hours of operation and when to come in and what do you need. We're also working with a team called Open Shelf. And Open Shelf is another network that has put our information into a database, and it's kind of unique with them because what they do is you put in some of your dietary needs, some of your nutritious needs that you're needing, and it kind of narrows down the center that you can go to, and then also the location. If you put your address in, it kind of says, hey, this location is closer to you. And so I'm working with Open Shelf at this present time to make sure that the information that it goes into the database and that's on the website is sufficient enough for our clients and can navigate that around as often as they possibly can to make sure they're going to the right pantry that can offer some of the basic needs that they need.
And what will be the greatest needs in the cold months ahead, Sharon? And how can our audience help people who are experiencing food insecurity through Catholic Charities' 8 food pantries?
So honestly, I have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful team. I cannot stress that enough. And we are doing the best that we can with the manpower that we have. But Andrew does a wonderful job with marketing our sites. I give him like the dates that we need to have or the days that we need some help, and he puts that on the website. And our volunteers are coming, and I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, because we cannot do this alone. We do need your help. And so Andrew does a remarkable job with making sure that our information is posted. And those people that are reaching out or trying to reach out to say, hey, I want to just give some service, if it's 2 hours, if it's 1 hour, if it's 4 hours, if you want to do the whole day, come on, somebody, you can do the whole day. And so we make sure that information is posted, and we get notification when they're coming. And it's been just wonderful. I heard a friend of mine say just the other day, if you just give a little bit of your time or just give a little bit of your resources, it goes a long way. And so I'm kind of grateful for that, to say that I'm going to use that for a while now. Just give a little bit and it'll go a long way.
That's a great message to take us into our second commercial break. So if you please bear with us, we're going to take that break and be back to continue to talk about the many ways Catholic Charities is fighting hunger in Chicago. Please stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Catholic Charities Veterans Employment Services help veterans find and maintain employment through job readiness training, resume writing assistance, mock interviews, and job placement counseling. We work with a wide array of employers and community partners to help veterans reach their career goals. We owe a debt of gratitude to all of our veterans for the sacrifices they made to serve our nation. It is our privilege now to assist them. To learn more about Catholic Charities Veterans Employment Program in Cook County, call 773-808-2954. In Lake County, call 847-782-4219. You can also learn more at CatholicCharities.net. To all United States veterans, thank you for your service.
Catholic education offers something other schools don't. When you walk through that door, you are amongst friends.
I can confidently say that I look up to everybody at HT, staff, students. There's just something that you can admire in every person here.
We treat everyone here with the same kind of respect that we would hope that exists in our families. Our curriculum is very rigorous, and we hope to match the academic rigor with our level of academic support.
They help us prepare for college. They talk to us about our future and what we want to do. I think it instills a sense of community, which makes me more confident in my work.
Through the teachers, through our counselors, through all of our administrators, we are educating not just the mind, but also the heart. I think that distinguishes us from other types of schools.
Catholic high schools provide high-quality, faith-based education. The journey begins by taking your entrance exam. Register online at the Catholic high school you wish to attend.
Do you have an old bicycle that's not being used? Consider donating it to Catholic Charities Veterans Bike Project of Lake County. Skilled volunteers are refurbishing bicycles to make them safe and ready to be used by veterans to get to and from their new places of work. We also gratefully accept financial contributions that are used to purchase bike helmets and other safety accessories. Our veterans have faithfully served the United States, and now it is our privilege to serve them. For more information on the Veterans Bike Project of Lake County, call 847-782-4219. That's 847-782-4219. Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Breedeman, and we're so pleased today to have Andrew McKernan and Sharon Holmes with us. Andrew is Volunteer Relations Manager at Catholic Charities, and Sharon is Pantry Operations Supervisor for Catholic Charities' 8 food pantries located across Cook and Lake counties. And we're so pleased to have this opportunity today to thank you for all you both do to fight hunger in Chicago and support the very large and numerous Catholic Charities venues for trying to fight hunger. It's really quite amazing the work that you and your teams do. Can you tell me what are the greatest challenges in trying to continuously provide nutritious food to people in need? The challenges are numerous, but what do you think are the greatest among these? Andrew, maybe may I ask you first?
Yeah, of course. I think it's just like for me in the suppers, it's just a constantly changing environment. I think, if you look back to COVID, that's a very obvious one, but a lot of those changes that it kind of forced our program to do just at a quicker rate. The demographics of the populations we serve are always moving. Their locations are always moving. So it's just a constant adjustment to kind of serve their needs best.
And how about you, Sharon?
Well, some of the greatest challenge that I face is just making sure that we have enough in our food pantries. It is very difficult. Again, we're working with the skeleton crew, but my crew is doing a phenomenal job, and I cannot stress that enough. But we're working with a skeleton crew, and sometimes trying to get enough of the nutritious things that we need from our local vendors, from our food pantry, food bank pantry that we deal with, and just trying to get that, and have it readily available at all costs, at all times, is very challenging at times for us. And so we get them, but sometimes it doesn't come in large numbers, and we have to constantly say, hey, we need more, we need more, we need more, we need more. And so the demand is very, very high, and it just becomes a burden sometimes for us as individuals who's trying to get more, and we're not having the time to do so, or not having the resources to do so.
Well, I know the two of you work together as a wonderful team, and so that's one of the blessings, right, of being with an agency the size of Catholic Charities, is the network of our partners within our agency and outside our agency. To when you anticipate needs, you can reach out to folks to make sure that that the food is available when it's really needed by our clients. Am I right?
Absolutely. It's amazing to me that you just said that, because me and Andrew was just talking during the break of how, we work together very, very well. And we'll see each other in the hallway when I'm at 721 and passing, and we'll be like, hey, what's up? You all good? Okay, keep it moving. So, and we're constantly doing the work that we need to do. We'll reach out to each other via email, via phone, and just say, hey, you got this? Okay, no problem. And we're just there for each other. So I appreciate the friendship. Even though we wasn't formally introduced, like that, we just met each other through email, met each other through passing in the hallway. And I say, hey, you're Andrew. Oh, you're Sharon. Okay. And we just get the ball rolling. So I appreciate the camaraderie that we have together in making this job work.
You inspire many people, Sharon and Andrew, by that collaboration and by the tremendous amount of work that you do. There was never a Tuesday where people weren't getting food at 721 North LaSalle, even in the most brutal days of the pandemic. And there's never been a day when the food pantries closed. So it's a real credit to both of you. I just want to repeat that if anybody in the audience would like to support the work of Sharon and Andrew and their colleagues, please visit CatholicCharities.net to volunteer at one of our food pantries. There's obviously a tremendous amount of opportunity there. And then I also would say contact your regional offices who are collecting non-perishable foods if you want to donate there as well. Again, thank you so much for being on the show today, and I wish you both a very happy Thanksgiving to you and your families.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kate.
And we invite you back again next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. We invite you all back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Breedeman, and we thank you for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.